What are some new products you're offering?
Well, it's an exciting time to be a Buick GMC dealer. The one beauty about Buick is GM's largest global brand. If you're familiar with overseas sales, Buick is like the #1 car in China. So it really gives us a very diverse product that we're starting to see in the U.S. because Buick is being sold globally. So we're getting cars made from all over. Coming up in the Buick lineup, we just got the all-new Enclave 2018, and it's actually made up in Michigan. We're also getting ready to receive the new Regal family, and I call it the Regal family. It will actually come in the regular four-door sedan Regal. There's going to be a Regal GS, and there's also going to be a brand new Regal called the Tour X. It's going to be another SUV in the Buick lineup, and when that comes out, that will actually give us 4 SUVs in the Buick lineup. We will have the Enclave, the Encore, the Envision, and the Tour X. So a lot of good stuff happening with Buick. We're really looking forward to that. On the GMC side, we just got the all-new 2018 Terrain, which has been a very big hit. That we've had it here for a couple months now, and they're starting to move right along. Coming up in the next 12 months or so, we do have everybody. It's the word's out. We have a new truck coming out, and that's exciting. I mean, trucks are a big part of our business here in Northwest Ohio, so we'll be receiving that here in the next 12 to 18 months. And great time to be a Buick GMC dealer.
What are some technological advancements that are available today that might not have been available in the past?
Very good question. Buick and GMC, we actually talk about building the car to fit the consumer. And we talk about that as we studied how do consumers interact with their vehicle. And when we talk about that, we're talking technology. So today, from 5 years ago, we have cars. I remember the first car I got in, and I put it in reverse, and these little beepers started beeping because I was backing up to something. Like, okay, that's nice. Then all of a sudden, here came a backup camera. Now we get sensors that come on that tell us how close we're getting to something. Now we also have cameras giving us a 360 view facing down on the vehicle. The truck I drive every day, actually, if I'm driving down the road, if I start to drift off the right side of the road, it actually steers itself and brings it back. If I go left, it steers itself the other way. It tells me, my seat vibrates if I'm drifting one way or the other, if I'm getting too close to something. The interaction with the cell phone, that has become a very important factor from the safety factor, is how can we hook that cell phone up to the vehicle so that we can interact with it but still keep our eyes focused and keep our mind focused on what we're doing driving down the road. Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay has come a long ways with helping the integration with that. The latest technology in the Terrain, adding all the cameras, and I think there's 14 different lasers and cameras on that vehicle running around all the time. The radios are now the latest and greatest thing, and what you're doing is you're logging into the radio and you're creating your own account inside the vehicle. So let's say you have your own personal vehicle in Defiance, Ohio, that you drive around and you travel for a living, and you would fly to California and you need to rent a vehicle. You could rent the specific GM vehicle. You literally would log into the vehicle. All your information that you want in your vehicle that interacts the way you want it to interact is automatically downloaded and put in that vehicle for you to use while you have it out there. You don't have to go in and reset everything. It knows who you are just by logging in. And of course, I believe GM announced today that they're actually bringing the self-driving car to market. I believe in 2020 is what they came out with today. And a lot of people have a little misconception about the self-driving car. They think it's so that we can go from Toledo to Fort Wayne or whatever, and we don't have to give much input. Where they're actually looking and that they want to do with the self-driving car is have what's called ride sharing. There's a company called Maven that GM owns that they actually use in New York City right now. People will not own cars. They'll have pools of cars parked all over the city. When you're ready for a car, you'll pull your cell phone, you'll open up the Maven app, you'll drop a pin of where you're at, a car will start up in a parking spot, it will drive to where you're at, you'll swipe your credit card, and you will use it when you need, however long you need to use it. And you'll get on your cell phone, you'll tell them when you're done, it will go park itself, and it will be available for the next person and bill your credit card. That's a self-driving car.
A lot of our viewers are moms with kids. What are some trends you see in that category?
we're seeing in the GMC side and also the Buick side, but GMC actually has a seat that they have patented to the young mother with car seats and things, so that you can actually put the car seat in the second row. You do not have to remove the car seat to move the seat forward so people can enter the third row. They actually have a patent on that feature. We start to see a lot of young parents and young people coming in to get into the SUV. Their lifestyle, they still want the outdoors lifestyle. They might want to go camping on the weekend or pull their boat or pull their jet skis to the lake. They're still active and moving around, so they want the SUV, but they also need the cargo capacity and the capacity to haul the children or babysitters or whatever it might be, so they're looking at the seating and the capacity and the towing capacity all at the same time. And GM and with the Buick and GMC line has done a very good job of, we actually have 6 or 7 different layers of SUVs in different sizes to fit that build of how large do they want. Do they have garage ability for a large one, or do they need a mid-size? Do they need a little less than a mid-size? They need a compact. It's a large, it's the fastest growing segment in the U.S. right now.
If someone's interested in a test drive, how can they do that?
All you need to call into the dealership, 419-784-5252, and you can ask for the sales department, and they'll get someone on the phone. They can get you scheduled for that. And it's a very good question, because it's a thing that we have that we really need to get out. We actually have a fleet of vehicles here that we keep all the time for just that purpose, okay, for people to take overnight test drives, to take 1-2 test drives. Your vehicle will be the second largest investment or second largest purchase that you make in your lifetime. One step right below your home, and who knows, someday they could be more at the rate they're going. So we feel it's very important when you come out to make that important purchase that you test drive a variety. And I'm not just saying go drive it around the block. Take it and go interact with it for a day or so and use it in your daily normal life to see how it interacts with you.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time today.
You are welcome.
This is Xavier Payne reporting for Defiance Digital Media Club. Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I think it is a great program, okay? Again, anytime that you can get students out of the classroom and get them, I call it a higher learning or a more engaged learning atmosphere, either out in the business or out in the community, and get them involved in the community. And it really shows and will show off that Defiance really truly is a great place to live.
What other community activities do you support?
Here at the dealership, we have different people that support different things, and they are sponsored by the dealership. We have a person who goes to Rotary. We have another person involved in Zonta. We actually here at the store have 3 volunteer first responders for the Jewell Fire Department, and we also have 2 volunteer firemen for the Jewell Fire Department that come and go whenever they need to during the day.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
You are welcome, and the community is welcome.
Thank you so much for coming on board as a sponsor, and what are your thoughts on this program?
I think it's a wonderful program. I think it's a way for students like yourself to engage with the public and the community, to know about events and things like that that are going on. I think it's really wonderful.
What other community activities are you involved in?
Coming up here on June 22nd from 5 to 7, we will be hosting Business After Hours here at RE/MAX under a tent in co-sponsorship with Maumee Valley Title and Ameriprise Financial, Barb Malhoit. We'll have Sweetwater Chop House out here having a lot of hors d'oeuvres. Anybody's welcome to come out and join us for our Business After Hours celebration.
Thank you for all you do for the community.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming on board as a sponsor, and what are your thoughts on this program?
I think it's a wonderful program. I think it's a way for students like yourself to engage with the public and the community, to know about events and things like that that are going on. I think it's really wonderful.
What other community activities are you involved in?
Coming up here on June 22nd from 5 to 7, we will be hosting Business After Hours here at RE/MAX under a tent in co-sponsorship with Maumee Valley Title and Ameriprise Financial, Barb Malhoit. We'll have Sweetwater Chop House out here having a lot of hors d'oeuvres. Anybody's welcome to come out and join us for our Business After Hours celebration.
Thank you for coming on board as a student sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I'm very interested. I'm always ready for something new, and so I think this is going to be a really good program. I like the interviews. I think maybe this will get out that we work with like United Way, like our open house. We earned money to give for the Backpack Buddies, and we help them put it together. Christmas for Kids, we do that, and we just try to always get involved with the community, so maybe this is a great way, I hope, to get it out there to the community that we do care about them in the community.
Well, thank you for all you do for the community.
You're welcome. This has been a very great experience. Thank you.